All right, and we are live. Welcome to We Talk
Yo, yo,
Mets.
yo. Sorry,
Happy.
sorry, sorry.
Okay, thanks for fucking up my intro.
Fuck your intro, nigga.
All right. But anyway, happy Doc Day.
Happy Doc Day.
Yeah. All right.
Number 16 finally retired like it should be up in the rafters.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, indeed. In case y'all don't notice, we are live for the first time ever. Before
A
we,
little late.
yeah, it's full disclosure. It's all my fault. If in case you was watching our previous podcast, I said that we was going to be streaming every Sunday at 9 o'clock, with the exception of games that are like Mets Sunday night baseball games because those start at 8. So for the most part, we're gonna come on every Sunday on YouTube live at 9 o'clock, and obviously for our first episode live, we didn't do it, and it's all my fault. So
Shame on him.
yeah, absolutely,
Spam the
absolutely.
comments. Give an L for JB. All the L's.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, speaking of Doc Gooden, like obviously I wasn't alive when he was in his heyday. I was born in '92. He was born basically a year after he debuted.
Damn, dog. Dropping my age already?
Well,
Doxing me?
yeah,
Yo, drop
yeah.
my social security too while you at it.
Okay, it's 921000003.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. But with that said, Doc is like a big part of the Mets. What does like Doc mean to you? Because I know that's your favorite player, right?
He's one of my favorite Mets. But yeah, like I don't really know his stats, but I just I like him as a person. He had his trials and tribulations, with substance abuse. But I like that he always got on the team and did his job to the best of his ability, even if he was a little intoxicated at times while he was actually on the mound. But I just like him as a human being. Nobody's perfect, so I still fucks with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I don't know if you caught like his commentary, well, Gary Cohen's commentary. He was saying, well, addiction is a terrible thing, and not for nothing, he's one of like the best people that I know. And so I remember hearing that.
Yeah, he seems like a very humble guy. Like I like him. He's got a nice family. He seemed like he came up from like a strong, background. His family and whatnot. So he's a good dude, and he did his thing on the mound. He's a Met legend to me. I'm not sure if he's going to go in the Hall of Fame. I think he should, but there's a lot of people I think should be in the Hall of Fame who aren't. But yeah, I'm glad his number's retired for the Mets. Beautiful, beautiful moment.
Hmm. So who's those people you think shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame that is? And
Oh no, no, no. Well. I don't really know. I don't know. I can't speak on people who are already in the Hall of Fame. Like they did what they did to had to get there. But I think there are some people who are not in the Hall of Fame who should be in the Hall of Fame, like the steroid people. They made baseball like interesting. Like to me, like the Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa joint. Like that was fun stuff to watch back in the day. Um, yeah, Jose Canseco. Like who all them juiced up dudes. Like I feel like they should they should be if they're gonna be if they're not gonna limit the Hall of Fame or if they should be in the Hall of Fame, like put an asterisk on there or whatever. But I think they should be in the Hall of Fame. Um, that's just my 2 cents.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like I totally agree. I think all those like steroid guys, especially like Bond, Sosa,
Yes,
McGuire, they should be in the Hall
yes,
of Fame.
yes.
But
They made baseball interesting. Like those home run that battle they was going through back in the day. That was legendary.
yeah, most definitely. And speaking, I remember you said something about Doc Gooden's family. Like I didn't know that his cousin was Gary Sheffield. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, yeah. Uncle actually told me that several years ago, but I forgot.
Yeah, and then in the game today, Gary Cohn was saying, no, sorry, Doc Gooden was saying either him or Gary Sheffield was saying, well, like our grandpa was saying, like making it to majors is one thing, but yeah, the goal is for y'all to both be in the Hall of Fame. And I was thinking, you could make the case that both of them should be in the Hall of Fame. Hell, Doc Gooden probably be in the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for like the coke. So
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. And Gary Sheffield, I think he was also allegedly a steroid user, but like, be it as it may, like they did what they did on the field, and you can't take away that from them. Maybe Doc being on cocaine gave him like some super abilities to be able to pitch how he was pitching, but nonetheless, it was still fun. Like, we're fans, like we're here to be entertained. This is all entertainment. If you were entertained, like they did their job, so I don't think they should be discredited from being like, yeah, of course you got the people from like the 1960s who are in the Hall of Fame who did things classy or whatever, but like that's old. Like, we looking at the new stuff now. Like, you want baseball to be entertaining, or any type of sport you want to be entertaining. That's why everybody watch football, and everybody, like females, like watching football to watch the pregame show and the halftime show, and then follow Taylor Swift. Like, that's all entertainment based stuff. So if you're entertained, they did their job. They should be rewarded for such things. If they go above and beyond, and that's just how I see it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think like Sheffield, like he definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Like he hit 500 home runs for Christ's sakes.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But that was a nice little event for Doc, and of course, given that Doc is like a legendary pitcher with a franchise, of course the game that he was honored at was a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, yeah, like Jose Butto, he pitched like 6 innings, scoreless. Like you can't ask for much out of that. You can't ask for else out of that.
Yeah, and the bullpen came in. Well, Diaz gave up one home run, but the
That didn't
bullpen
really
came
matter.
in.
It was a 2-run
Well,
lead. I
it,
think.
it, it does when you only score 2 runs in a pitching duel, but yeah. Well, keeping as much runs off the board while the game is close is always a good thing. But yeah, he closed it out.
Yeah, it was a
Closed
nice.
it off.
Yeah, it was a nice little series. I think that was our third straight series that we won at the start of 0-5, right?
Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Possibly.
because we when we went to Cincinnati, well, not we. Let me stop saying that. When the Mets went to Cincinnati, they took 2 out of 3 of that, and against the Tigers, that was I think the Tigers. No, Cincinnati was 2 out of 3. The Braves was 2 out of 3, and this series against the this series was against 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So, by the way, you saw like I think Beatty he was doing the three to the dome. You saw that, right?
Oh, when he slid into third or something like that.
He had a double. He had a double, I believe, Friday, and he did three to the dome. And I know this on Sunday's game he was doing that for some odd reason.
I know. I feel like I see him do that like one time or whatever, but I don't know. I thought he was being folksy. I'm not sure. Maybe it means something. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, this doesn't really make any sense, but
Like, I
whatever.
thought he got a triple and he did it. Maybe I miss. Maybe he stole third or got to third somehow. I don't know. It was like a sight and play. Maybe it was like a double in a cap or something like that.
Copy, 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 copy,
Yeah.
copy. So how how happy are you that they are winning the series now?
Um, I would like a little bit like to be a little bit more consistent. And still, I still want them to get more hits. Like, we're not getting hits consistently and like building upon hits. It's been a lot of pop outs and ground outs. And like today, I'm not sure what the line score was for the number of hits they had, but yeah, they only had 2 runs, so I'm sure their hits kind of somewhat lacking. I can't even check that, but I don't know. I'll take the W every day, but when the game is close, like you don't really want to rely on the closers to have to secure that. You know, those big wins where it was like 16-4 with Detroit. Like I like shit like that, even though it's a little overkill. But yeah.
Okay. Speaking of hits, uh, you seen what Alonso's been doing? Like the season's only 15 games in, and he already got 6 homers.
And he's been going the other way too, which I think is dope. So he's like I was I have in my notes like the bats are coming alive. McNeil was doing his thing. Nemo the other day with the 2 home runs, my boy was spanking them. So yeah, bats are coming alive slowly but surely. I'm feeling it. Hopefully we keep up and we build upon this momentum and keep knocking them out.
Yeah, and speaking of Nemo, in case you don't follow us on social, please do. We talk Mets on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter or X.
All the things.
Yeah, X. Yeah, definitely. And speaking of Nemo, you saw the sign fuck Nemo, and Atlanta. You saw them signs, right?
Yeah, I think you sent it to me. I don't know what their beef is with Nemo though. Why they hating on Nemo?
Well, like they try to throw some salt on him, and he repaid the Braves faithful back with 2 home runs.
All right. Like he seems like a quiet dude, like who don't talk shit. So I don't see what the Nemo hate is for him in Atlanta, especially isn't he from like Montana or something? Or I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
Like
he.
who's hating on Nemo? He's so likable.
Yeah, I think he's from like North Dakota, but he's somewhere around there, like one of those. No disrespect to anybody in those states, but like what people call flyover states.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mets got 8 hits today. Like that's good, but like they didn't string anything together to make any real damage. So that's the type of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, they had a couple chances with runners in scoring position where they kind of faltered early, but luckily, I believe
Hmm.
it was the bottom of the eighth inning. That's when we got our runs, and then Diaz came in at the top of the ninth.
Yep, yep, yeah. Got to get them more consistent hits, man. Hit the ball where they ain't. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm.
More consistently. Please. Please.
You know when our DH is supposed to come back because we signed him late, but he's in the minors right now, like rehabbing.
Nah, no idea.
Uh,
I don't really follow the timeline for injuries. I was like, hey, when they get better, they get better.
yeah, I hear you because us being Mets fans, well, knowing the Mets, if somebody's injured for like 2 games, they'll end up being injured for like a month at this point.
Yeah, and you bring it back too quickly, they get injured again, and then they go on for the rest of the season. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was like 2012. Like Ike Davis, he got hit with a ball, and then or he got injured, and they were saying, "Well, he's gonna be back soon," and then he was gone the whole fucking year at that point.
Yeah, I miss Mike Davis.
Yeah.
It was fun. Him and Duda. Yeah, that was good times. That's good Mets baseball.
Well, Ike Davis, like he wasn't around on the 2015 team, but yeah, Duda, he definitely provides some good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Wins.
yeah, good times.
Good times.
When's the
A lot
next
of
time?
tears.
I wasn't mad at the end of the 2015. Like,
Oh yeah, you mad at the outcome, the Royals kicking our butt, but being up 3-1 in the World Series and then losing like that, like that does suck. Like
no, wait,
pride.
time out. We wasn't up 3-1. Like we lost. Remember, I think we started the Mets started the series 0-2. Then they came back to New York, and David Wright hit a home run that game. And
Oh, I
then
thought they were like up 3-1 and then just took all the L's after that. I don't know.
no, yeah,
Maybe I'm fucking it up.
yeah, you are. but it's okay. I got you.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, that's what brothers are here for.
We're brothers. The song is trademark. Can't finish. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but
I don't
anyway,
remember what you were talking about.
okay. You didn't listen. That's nice to know.
Yeah, I be tuning you out
Okay. Even though like part of your job as a podcaster is like to listen, but fuck all
and
that.
and retort back to yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wait, what'd you say?
Fuck you. So I saw that you put on the notes like Bill, like William Shea brings like NL baseball back to New York. Like, why did you put that there?
Yo, I just found it fascinating. Like, um, well, since um seeing that Doc's number was being retired, and they also have some other people up there, like broadcasters and whatnot up there, retired as well. I thought it was interesting that Bill Shea was up there, and so I was looking into him and seeing that he had brought the Mets, NL baseball back to New York, and like if it was like alternate universe and he didn't do that or it didn't succeed, like we could all be fucking Yankees fans, man. Like that makes me sick to my stomach. I'm so happy Bill Shea brought the Mets to city to Queens. 'Cause we literally could be Yankees fans or cheering for somebody else, but man, that's a close call. That's a close call.
Hmm. So you're saying instead of going taking the 7 train to City Field, you could be taking that 4 train to Yankee Stadium right about now?
Taking that 4 train to Yankee Stadium and trying not to get robbed. It's grungy over there, bro.
The funny thing is they actually gentrified like the South Bronx, but around Yankee Stadium it does look it's like it looks really dirty there.
Yeah, well, that part of the Bronx, I don't think it's gonna be too gentrified. Because you got Grand Concourse over there. Well, like I don't know where else they could ever really add unless they like knock down some buildings. But I feel like those buildings are kind of like I'm gonna say landmarks. I'm not sure how old they are, but they could be. But yeah, I don't think there's much you can do. They need to put a fucking like a parking lot over there. Like that would have helped them a lot. I don't know.
Well, there's a parking lot there. It's
Well,
it,
it's for like the press and for the players, ain't it?
no, I think there's parking at Yankee Stadium. You might have to walk maybe like a good 5 to 10 minutes, but there is parking there.
Oh, all right. Never drove.
Yeah, but yeah, I believe I was looking up Bill Shea. Apparently, I think he got retired either before City Field got built or like right
Um,
go ahead.
I think it was in 2008, the last season of Shea Stadium. That's when they did it.
Okay. Yeah. And of course, obviously, like eventually David Wright's gonna get retired. Like we know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, don't know when. It's also a person I think should be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think his numbers are there for that. But yeah, he's definitely gonna be a retired number for the Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
see,
though
that's a game we could really go to because like the time we've been watching the Mets, he's been on the team. Like I know for me personally, I'm not sure when you like started being a Mets fan, but yeah, for me, yeah, he's been there for a minute for me.
yeah, I don't like remember watching live like his first prime like in the Shea Stadium days, but like his second prime like like after he came back from being hurt in 2011, no 2010
Mm,
2011, he was a superstar for a couple of years.
yeah,
Yeah, and then of course,
hopefully,
go ahead.
hopefully I can't hear the foot traffic in my hallway.
You're fine. You're fine. I don't hear anybody, so
All right, my bad.
that's okay. But yeah, obviously, like you said, David Wright's gonna get retired. I think Jose Reyes should get retired. He probably won't, but he should.
Yeah, I don't see Reyes getting retired as a Met. I don't really see that.
Yeah. The
Like
Gro-
he was a fanfare when he was here, but like I feel like after when he left or decided to go to the Marlins or whatever in Miami, like I think it was a little bittersweet for Mets fans. Probably got a little chip on our shoulder about that. I know I personally do, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna get his Mets number retired. He could, who knows?
yeah, but the thing is that it doesn't make sense as bittersweet because at the end of the day, the Wilpons they never gave him an offer because he hit free agency after winning the batting title. They didn't make him an offer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember
See, this is
hearing
like
about
stuff like this is stuff I don't know.
it.
I thought he he chose to go to Florida like on some I want to win a World Series type shit. Like and that's his decision if that's what happened. But saying what you're saying that the Wilpons kind of sucked, so that makes sense also.
Yeah, most definitely. Fuck the Wilpons. Like,
Yeah, 2 times.
speaking of the Mets ownership, I noticed that they added things to like the big screen in City Field because obviously they have that big 4K screen. They added that last year, but they seem to add some panels like right under that. I don't know if that's been there, but that seemed new.
I don't think I paid attention to it.
Mm,
I don't,
okay.
I don't really be looking at the scoreboard like that. Like I noticed that it was bigger because they made a big deal out of it, but I don't think I paid attention to anything else going on over there.
Mm, okay. Yeah, but speaking of City Field, for all those who are watching, we will be at the Daryl Strawberry retirement June 1st.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In the building.
Yes, so like
Hopefully it
bar.
doesn't get rained out.
Yeah, yeah, I was just about to say that because we were supposed to go opening day, and we lied to you.
Well,
Because
we were gonna go, but fucking the weather speaks for itself. Like you can't go to a game if it's raining. Gets rain delayed. Watch when we try to go up there next time. It's gonna be like a hurricane or some shit.
but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It'll probably be my first game of the season at City Field. Obviously, it'll be yours.
Mm-hmm. Shit,
And
now I'm going to a game end of the month in Baltimore.
well, I mean, first game in City Field.
Oh, City Folk. Yeah.
Yeah, and we plan to be there early to interact with folks. Ask some questions if you want to like hang out with us, like recognize the show. Maybe we could drink a beer together. We'll see, but we're definitely looking forward to finally going to City Field and interacting with the people.
Shoot, you could do some trivia and maybe quite if do like a trivia thing, and if people get like a certain amount of questions right, we can give them some type of swag from We Talk Mets, maybe
Okay, yeah, that's
little hush
possible.
hush.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's possible, and definitely to stand out, might have we talk Met shirts on. That's
hmm
that's a
that's part
possibility.
of the that's part of the shift, man. You talking too much. You shut the fuck up, bro.
all right, all right, all right. But yeah, that's one of the things that's in the works. And as far as our recording schedule, like I said earlier, we should be on next Sunday at 9 o'clock live.
hmm
And as far as if you want to listen to us on the audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the audio podcast should debut Monday morning by 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, possibly earlier, but we're gonna shoot to have our podcast so you can listen to it on the way to work Monday mornings by 5 in the morning Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, you could fall asleep in your car while driving while listening to our boring asses.
Yeah, and have a car
Make sure
crash.
you Yeah, make sure your seatbelt's on and update your policies and make sure you're covered.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
definitely.
dangerous out there.
Yeah. We want you to get into all the car accidents and fuck up your insurance.
Nah, we don't wish any harm on anybody. Drive safely.
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube, so we got terms of services. So
Yeah, we don't want to be like, telling people to hurt themselves and whatnot.
yeah, so Google, if you're
Talk about
listening,
me fucking up the money.
yeah, so Google, if you're listening, we don't wish bodily harm on people. We want everybody to live a happy and productive life.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we talk Mets.
Sometimes.
Yeah, this is
This is Mr. Met signing off.
and JB. I'll catch you